Hey guys, Kathy here again, and I finished a new album using the Graphic45 Portrait of a Lady collection. And when I saw these papers online, it really didn't do them justice. When this collection arrived in the mail, I was blown away by the beautiful images and the color combination that they used with these papers. Just really deep, rich colors, and I think the collection is just classic Graphic45 style. So I was really excited to work with this, and this is the collection that I chose to actually work with first. So I'm going to go over a little information about the album before we take a closer look at it. The PDF tutorial of this album is listed in my Etsy shop, and this album is 8.5 by 11 inches, so it's nice and large and lots of room for photos in this one. Let's see, I have used 2 of the 8 by 8 paper pads, and I've used 1 of the 12 by 12 Patterns and Solids paper pads. I noticed with these newer collections that they're not offering the 6 by 6 paper pads, which kind of makes me sad, but did allow me to make a much larger size album without using quite as much paper or having to fill in with other papers, so that was nice. I've also used the journaling cards, the pockets and tags, the sticker sheet, and the decorative chipboard tags in the collection. And almost all of the embellishment, except for a little bit here on the front cover was cut out from the papers in the collection, so not really any extra type embellishments in here. So on the front cover, I've used a journaling card here, and I've die cut one of the papers here, just a little accent underneath. And throughout the album, I've used the Spellbinders A2 Bracket Borders 2 dies. And I've used just the simple cutting edge in this die collection here. And that's on the edges of the flaps and also this little paper piece on the front cover. And I've cut out some of the images from the signature sheet in the collection here and die cut around the title portion on the signature sheet with a Spellbinders Labels 4 die. Matted that on a couple of different specialty papers, and then I used dimensional adhesive behind that to kind of pop that up a little bit. I've got some lace trim and some rosette trim along this side here. This is a Prima rosette and a couple of beads and some skeleton leaves. And then on the spine, this is a brown velvet paper, and I like to emboss velvet paper with, I have a 6 by 12 Cuttlebug damask brocade embossing folder that I really like to use. It goes well with the Graphic45 collection, so I've used it here. And then I've used a paper tray ink die. This is the Layers Matte Stack 2 die, and I believe this is still available in their online store. But I wanted a base here for this round sticker from the sticker sheet in the collection, and it just so happened that it fit perfectly in that circular portion of the die cut. So just a little embellishment here on the spine. On the back cover, kept it simple. I've used a sticker here from the sticker sheet, cut out a few rose images from the papers, and that lace trim again, and then a little bit of velvet trim here along the side. I've used antique bronze accents in the album, and this is what's holding this leather band closure. And I love the leather band closure on albums. It's fairly simple to do, and it really holds the album nicely and just looks clean. So I've used it again here. There's a hitch fastener, Tim Holtz hitch fastener. I've sewn on a little keyhole, and it is magnetized just to keep this end of the flap flat against the front cover there. So we are going to go ahead and get into this. This is a 10-page album, and I have sewn the pages in this one. It's something that I haven't done pretty much all last year, so I wanted to do that again. I thought it would look nice with the classic style of this collection. So on page 1, we've got a couple of small flaps over here, and I've used some of the chipboard tags and some twine here as a closure. And then these open up and down here. And then I have a little pocket here, and throughout I've cut out all these little images, so lots of fussy cutting, which was actually a lot of fun. And then I've used a tag here from the pockets and tag sheet, just slid that into the pocket. Okay, on this side, got a journaling card here on the outside of this flap, and the tabs in this album are a Tailored Expression Simple Tabs die. There's 4 dies in the set, and I've used one of them throughout. And this flap is magnetized and opens. And again, more of the images that I've cut out. Lots of room here for larger photos. And then that A2 bracket border die is what I've used on the edge of these larger flaps. Well, and also the smaller flaps. And this opens. This flap is magnetized. And then there's a swing tab here on this inner flap, and it opens. And I've got a chipboard tag from the collection, and I've used some ivory seam binding here and there throughout the album. On page 2, we've got a flap here at the top that's magnetized and opens up. Lots of space here for large photos. And then this larger flap opens this way, and it's magnetized. And then a tag from the Pockets and Tag sheet that I've used as a swing tab. And this larger flap then opens this way. Pocket here on the base of the page, and 4x6 journaling card that I've slid into the pocket. And then lots of these pretty images cut out from the papers. On page 3, got a sticker from the sticker sheet in the collection that I've matted on a specialty paper here, and a chipboard tag. And then this flap is magnetized and opens up. And then there's a swing tab on this bottom flap, and it opens down. Scoot this up. And then this larger flap opens all the way up. And then there's 2 swing tabs on these smaller flaps, and they open left and right. And then more images here cut out. And then on page 4, I've used another journaling card here from the collection, and I've got a chipboard tag with more of the seam binding, and this is a tag from the Pockets and Tag sheet that I made a swing tab out of, and this opens. And then this larger flap is magnetized and opens to the side. And then there's a smaller flap here that opens. And then on this side of the page, there's 2 smaller flaps here that are magnetized and open up and down. A chipboard tag here that I've matted a couple of times on specialty paper. And then this whole flap opens to the side. And I've used one of the 3x4 journaling cards and made a pocket out of it, and just stuck a tag from the Pockets and Tag sheet in the pocket. On page 5, we've got a chipboard tag here, and I've made a little bit of a magnetized swing tab here out of this, and 2 smaller flaps that open to the side. And then a swing tab, this is a chipboard tag from the collection, and this flap opens up. The bottom flap is magnetized and opens down. And then swing tabs on the side flaps that open out. And then room for a couple of the 4x6 journaling cards. And then on the embellishments on this page, I've used one of the stickers. I matted the center portion of the sticker on specialty paper, matted the frame portion, and then more cutout roses. On page 6, I've got a sticker here from the sticker sheet matted on multiple layers of specialty paper and cardstock, and it's magnetized. It's a little swing tab here. It opens up. More of the images here cut out, and then I used a portion of a pocket from the Pockets and Tag sheet, created a little pocket here on the bottom, and slid a tag in. And this flap opens this way, and there's a swing tab here on this larger flap, and it opens. And then on this smaller flap, a pull tab here, and it's magnetized and opens this way. And we've got a tag from the Pockets and Tag sheet, and made a little pocket out of it, and slid a tag behind, and then a chipboard tag with more of the seam binding. On page 7, I've got a pocket flap over on this side of the page, and I've got a 3x4 journaling card here. Just tied some seam binding off so it doesn't slide all the way down into the pocket. Kind of holds it here at the top. And I've cut a pocket from the Pockets and Tag sheet around the outside of these roses on the pocket. And I didn't make it a pocket, I just wanted it decorative. And then adhered a tag here to the side of that. This flap is magnetized and opens, and then a swing tab on this inside flap. And then there's a pocket with a 4x6 journaling card. And then on this side of the page, there's a sticker here that's I've matted on multiple layers of cardstock and made a little swing tab out of it. This flap opens, and then a swing tab on the inner flap. I just love this image. She wasn't too difficult to cut out, by the way. Okay, and then on page 8, got another 4x6 journaling card here on the outside of this flap, and it's magnetized and opens this way. And then I used a chipboard tag as a swing tab, and this large flap opens this way. And then this smaller flap opens like this. And you got a pocket here, and another 4x6 journaling card. On page 9, I've used another one of the 4x6 journaling cards for a flap. So those are kind of important in this album if you're going to make it like this. I've used a chipboard tag. This is just kind of like a pull tab. The flap is magnetized, but not on the tag portion. And this opens up, and then this middle flap is magnetized and opens up. Scooch this down. And then this bottom flap, the chipboard tag is magnetized. It swings to the side and it opens up. Then this whole large flap is magnetized and opens to the side. So lots of room here. And on the last page, I've got a chipboard tag here with more of the seam binding, and I've cut apart one of the pockets again from the Pockets and Tag sheet. Used just a portion of it for decorative element. A little bit of a border sticker, cut out rows. And this is a sticker again that I've matted multiple times. And it's a swing tab. This flap opens this way. And I've used a 3x4 journaling card here for the pocket, and then matted a sticker here for the tag. And then this flap opens this way, and then this inside flap is magnetized. So super fun collection to work with. It's just beautiful. Especially, I mean, you've got to see it in person really to appreciate how nicely these colors go together in this collection. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.